Tyson Fury versus Usyk. Obviously, you've got first-hand experience with Tyson. I'm going to ask you initially about his body shape, because you was there when he started off this whole journey of weight loss, and you've seen the shape he's in. What do you make of the shape he's in, and obviously this particular camp?
Yeah, I think it's a positive, but let's not get it twisted. He can fight whether he's fat or he can fight whether he's thin. So
that's quite a good point. That.
Yeah, like.
And another win.
I think
100%. That's the last.
People's always making comments about his shape. Some fights he's been lighter, performed well. Some shapes he's been lighter and performed not so well. Sometimes he's been heavier, performed well. Sometimes he's been heavier and not performed so well. So don't think the weight is the thing that people should be focusing on.
Obviously, you've seen the shape he's in. Do you think that's the right shape for somebody like Oleksandr Usyk, or do you think he should have been bigger, lighter?
I don't know what like he looks in physical shape. I don't know what his weight is. I think that would tell you a little bit more. Perhaps, maybe not. But how he's going to approach the fight. But yeah, all that is irrelevant. Sorry.
And obviously, without going into too much detail, how do you see this fight unfolding? Is it going to go to points? Is somebody going to get knocked out? You know, what kind of, is it going to be a boring fight, an entertaining fight? What do you think?
It's two elite guys, isn't it? So, you know, I think there's going to be some ebbs and flows. I think there's going to be adjustments along the way. Both guys are versatile, so I think they're going to be able to do that. And I think we'll see a little bit of everything in there. Two highly skilled fighters, and
our next fighter,
look, the event and all the rest of it, and the size of the magnitude of all of this just tells you how big of a fight it is. So obviously the world's excited in anticipation for it.
And then the last question on that fight, it seems like a lot of people talk about the footwork battle. Do you think Tyson's footwork's underrated, or is Usyk's just got the better footwork, and how key is that in this fight?
Depends what you mean by footwork. I think it depends on how the fight's playing out.
Tony Bellew said that Tyson can't fight somebody on the back foot, and I know you've been part of him, so you
can't fight
somebody on the back foot.
Tyson can't fight someone when he's on the back foot. He can't fight someone
when the opponent's on the back foot.
Boy, he done all right pushing Wilder back and that, didn't he? So, but I understand some of the elements that Bellew might be looking at when he mentions that. But I'm sure that's something he would have prepared for in the event that he may push Usyk back, or Usyk may go on the back foot. I'm sure that's something that he spent a lot of time working on in this camp as well. So, again, I think there's going to be ebbs and flows. And I think both guys are very versatile. I think they can do a bit of everything. So that's why it's such an intriguing matchup. Can Tyson fight on the front foot? Of course he can. Can Usyk fight on the front foot? Of course he can. They can both fight on the back foot. So, like I say, it's these things that's making it such an intriguing matchup.
Who wins?
I don't know. Listen, the reality is, if I went so-and-so wins, like, I don't know. It's what we're all here to see. At the highest level, anything can happen. It's how they approach the fight, the tactics that they employ. So, yeah.
The fact that you can't make...
Those are the words of Ben Davison, the former trainer of Tyson Fury, and he was brutally honest on everything. The weight, the style, the approach, the outcome. He was... Hell, I don't know. I don't know. And see, I have to remind you guys, that's Tyson's former trainer. Okay, yeah, it's his friend, but former trainer. Now, probably as a friend, I'm pretty sure he would say, yeah, you know what? Tyson wins because he's my friend. Bars. But in reality, as a coach, thinking professionally, logically about this particular fight, you don't know who's going to win. And I like that outcome. I like the unbiasedness of Ben Davison, because you don't know what will happen in this fight. How does Oleksandr Usyk lead up to the punches? How does he take the punches of Tyson Fury? How does Tyson Fury take 4 or 5 to the face real quick? How does he feel about moving a lot? How does he feel about making adjustments that's going to require stamina? We don't know. Okay, I can tell you this. If the closest style to Tyson Fury fighting Oleksandr Usyk is to Steve Cunningham, he's going to have some problems, and he has his work cut out for him. That's why you see him saying, look, this is the toughest. This is the best. None of these other fighters that I fought hold a candle to the guy that I'm going to fight Saturday night. And the irony of it is none of this shit he's saying now measured up, added up, sounded anything like what he was saying before. So shit's getting real. You know, I do like the point that he did make. And I made this to Pro Bees. Shout out to Pro Bees. Pep Talk UK. Great channel. It's still around. Watch it for nostalgia. But I was telling him, just like Ben Davison mentioned, okay, that Tyson can fight fat or thin, skinny, whatever. He can still fight. You know what I mean? Because everybody back then, me and Pro Bees, again, we was discussing Tyson Fury jumping in the water, okay? And he just looked so fat and out of shape, and he was like cold or whatever, and he just jumped in there. And everybody's like, dude, he doesn't look in shape at all. But I'm like, okay, when has Tyson Fury, since he's been back, looked like he was just this bodybuilding, ripped, Jason Statham looking, but a bigger body looking dude? He hasn't. He's had love handles since he's been back. When he had hair once upon a time, when he had hair, he had some shape to him. But as he beat Klitschko, fell from grace, got drunk, got fat, got high, started fornicating, he's had that love handle, you know, bags of flour on the side of his body since then. Okay? But did it really matter? Did it stop him from winning fights? No, hell no, it did not. So what Ben Davison's saying, okay, you guys are talking about this or that, that's irrelevant, I feel. However, he can still fight, but how good can he fight and how long can he fight? See, when he was coming and shredding that weight, when he was taking it off, he had to fight a guy that really didn't pressure him effectively. He had a guy that threw a jab, a crazy right hand, or a straight right hand, and his name was Wilder. He didn't have the pressure like that because he was fighting a guy like that. Oleksandr Usyk is nothing like that. Okay, so I am glad that he did cross the T's, dot the I's, get rid of all that access, belly, Guinness, Murphy, beer fat, right? Because he may need it. And I think he will need it in this fight if he wants to prevail or if he wants to be at least competitive. But you guys tell me what you think of Ben Davison and his brutal, honest assessment and prediction of Tyson Fury versus Oleksandr Usyk. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!